Hello everyone. Today our topic is the maximum and minimum number of the list. So at first we discuss the logical part of this program. We know in a Python we have a two inbuilt function. One is max, another is min. Max function and min function, two kind of function. Okay, what about the purpose of the max function? If we pass a list, a sequence of data list, then we the max function find out the which element by number is greater among the all. Like for my example, this is a list 1 2 3 4 5 that's contain 5 element. Okay, and we initialize by the reference variable like list list dot list reference variable. Now if we find out the maximum number in the list, then we just use print and max, then pass the list as an argument. Okay, so our output will become 5. Okay, same as a min function, same as min function. Suppose here we declare the same list, this list, here we declare the same list and find out the minimum value of the among list. So how can I find out? Using built-in methods. Okay, not other methods, using built-in methods. So just write print the help of print function. We can print anything in the console, min, and pass the reference variable list as a argument. Actually this reference variable contain the address of the list and the output will becomes 1, but it is a use of the built-in function, but you don't know the entire logic of this function. So today I built the logic, our own logic, to find out a maximum and minimum number of the list. Okay, so stay with me. Logic for build max and minimum number from the list. So at first we check for max. Okay, so here we initialize a list have 4 element. Also we discuss the index numbers 0 1 2 3. Okay, the list have a 4 element 1 comma 2 3 4. Here we use a reference variable big. The type of reference variable is integer, and we initialize by the list first index value. list square bracket open, then index number, then it means initialized by the first value 1. For iteration purpose we use here for loop I in range, for I in range, and here we use the length function. Length function return the how many element in the loop. Respect of this we can iterate in the loop, and I is a reference variable here, and each it's referred the each index number in the loop, and each index number passed by the square bracket in the list square bracket open and close here. This line refer to the each and every element of the list, and it's compare with a big name reference variable. It is refer our first index value. The main purpose of the this function here we check the conditions. Check the condition. Suppose big is refer the 1, then we compare to the 1 is greater than equals to greater than 1. It's not, then that control it not go inside the if then we again check 1 is 2 is greater than equal to 1. It's true, then control come to the inside of the if, and big instance variable is changed, is assigned with a new value that which is compared to our old value, means now the big value is 2. Okay, that is present in index number 1 of the list. Same as 3 is bigger than 2, then again initialize the big reference variable with 3. Okay, then we again check 4 is greater than is 3. That is true, then again our reference value is initialized by that particular value, that means 4, and therefore no any other value in the list, so 4 is considered as the big, and we return the value. Okay, same as for not max, we initialize a small reference variable, type of this one int, and we initialize by the first index value of the list 1. This is a we run a for loop here. In a range function we pass the length of the list. By default the range of the list is 4, and I is a reference variable. Here we pass each and every index value. Okay, and we have here a condition. The condition, in this condition, list square bracket I, here we pass the index value, means actually here we compare the first index value is less than equal to a small value. This is hold the first index, actually first value of the index, means that means 1 less than 1, that is false, so our control not go inside the if statement. Okay, then again iterate, then index 1 has come, the which value is present in index 1? 2 is smaller than small hold first value means 1 in the index. So this is true, this is false. 2 less than 1 is false. So control not go inside the if. Then again check 3 less than 1. Again check 3 less than 1. So that is false. So the control not go inside the if condition. Then again check 4 less than 1. This is also false. So the control not go the inside of the if statement. So our final result is 1 is the smallest value. Now we'll check our coding part of this program. So here we have a two program max underscore min. The first program we use built-in function, and the second is without built-in function. So at first we go the built-in function. We have a class. The class name is max underscore min. Have a one constructor and two methods. Okay, and here we also define a main class, and here we call it. Inside our main class we have a n is a reference variable, type of is integer, and is initialized by our Python built-in function input. Okay, the help for this function we can use the user input from the keyboards. Okay, by default the input function return is a string, but here we need the integer value. To help of int function, built-in int function, we convert it into a integer. Okay, then we create a reference, that means a instance object, and type of this reference is max underscore min, and we initialize by a constructor. The name of the constructor max underscore min. It's a parameterized constructor. We pass our n. This class also have two methods, and we call the methods here. First method is the object underscore max. The help of these methods we found at the maximum value from the list, and another is the object dot min method. The help of this method we can find the minimum value from the list. Okay, the class have name, call is max underscore min, have a one constructor. The constructor have a two parameter, it is self, and another is a n. It is a formal argument. An instance variable, just call a self dot number. Type of this is initialized by the formal argument n, and another is a self dot list. Type of this reference variable list initialized by the empty list. Here we have a for loop. Okay, the range using for loop, we can insert the value from the list by the iteration process. The iteration is take 0 to n minus 1. Okay, and I is a reference variable. The help of this reference variable is refer the every and each index from 0 to n minus 1, and help of this accordingly we store the value. The help of the append method. Append method is belongs to the list class. Inside the append method we use the input function. The help of input function, we take the value from the user key, take the value from the user via keyboard, and by default the input function return a string, everybody know, so we convert it into int by the built-in function. The help of this function, we can change the type from the string to int. Okay, this is our another function called a max. method called a max. Okay, this return the maximum value. Max is a built-in function. Here we pass the whole list. Internally, max function do the find out the maximum number from the list and return it. Same for min, is return the minimum value from the list. It is the min function, and we pass the whole list from the inside a min function as a parameter, and is return the minimum value internally from the list. Okay. And in the main function we print the value, max value and min value. Here we call the min function. Let's check the output. What about the output of this function? Okay, suppose we have a 4 element 78, 90, 45, 100. The maximum value, so maximum value is 100 and the minimum value is 45. Okay, now we check our max and find the max and min without using built-in function. Same as they have a same class name, max underscore min, have a one constructor and two method. Okay, the return type of the method is the integer type. So now we come to the def.main function. Here we again initialize instance variable. The type of the instance variable is int type, and we initialize by the Python input function. The help of input function, we take the user input from the keyboard. Okay, by default return type is a string. By help of int build function we convert it to a string. Okay, the instance variable, this is the type of this instance variable is max underscore min type. Another we call this is the object, and it is initialized by the constructor main underscore. It is a parameterized constructor. We pass the n value here, and we call the object of the max underscore min class. First method is called here max method. So help of this method we can find out the maximum value, or help of min method we can find the minimum value of the list. Okay, then this is a constructor. The constructor have a formal argument is n, and also have a self. Here we have the constructor have a one instance variable. The type of the instance variable is int. It is initialized by the formal argument. Another is a list. Okay, and it is initialized by the empty list. Okay, here I have a for loop. The help of the for loop, we insert the value in the list by help of iteration. The iteration take a place 0 to n minus 1. Okay, how to insert? By the append function of the list class, append method, not a function. Sorry for that. Inside the append function we use the input function for take the value from the keyboard, and we convert it to a int because we want to integer value. Here we use the typecasting string to int. Okay, this process is complete. Now I come at the max method. Okay, integer type. So this is a big. It is a local instance variable. Type is int. It is initialized by a first index value of the list. Self.list square bracket open 0 close. Okay. Then we use our for loop. The iteration of the take a place for loop is 0 to n minus 1. Okay. Here we check the value of the big. This refer the value of the big with a every index value in the list. Okay, self dot list. If the condition is true in the specific index value is bigger than the big which refer the value, then big is again initialized by that particular value which is bigger than the big. Okay, and suppose a self dot list take a 5 and big is 2, so 5 is less than equals to 2, then automatically control go to the inside the loop and big is initialized by the 5. Okay, suppose the list does take a 2 and big is already 5, then control is never go the inside the big loop, inside the if block. Okay, after the whole iteration is complete, a maximum value already take and return the value, return the big value. This is a max part, and another method is the min part. Okay, here we initialize the small reference variable. It is a local reference type is int, and we initialize by the first index value of the list. Okay, here we use the for function for I in range self.n. The for function we iterate 0 to n minus 1. Okay, here we declare a condition if self.list less than small value is referred the first index value. Suppose first index value is 1. Okay, a self.i.list it is iterate every index value, and the help of this it change the every value in the list and compare the every value of the list with a small value. Okay, small will taken. Suppose small have a 1 and list I have a also 1, so this condition is not run, then control never go to the inside the if block. Okay, then suppose self.list have a 2, a small have a 1, so 2 less than 1, this is true, this is not a true, so control not go the if block. Then again we check, suppose we have a 3 and small have a 1, so 3 less than equal to 1, no, so then not control go to the inside the loop. Suppose small suppose list self register high index value have a value hold a 0 and small have a 1, so 0 less than 1 is yes it is true. Then we go to the inside the if block, and small instance reference local variable is again initialized by the current value. The current value is what? Is 0. Self.i list is hold the 0. Then whole the iteration is complete and check every value and return with a small value against a small value and return the small value here. Store the small and return the small value. Then the value is come here, object.max and object.min, and we print it. Thank you. So check the output, second program without using built-in function. Our 4 element 89, 56, again 89, 12, 89 is biggest number and minimum value is 12. Okay.